Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2022 with the Orlando Magic. We just finished up our third season. We finished 55-27, and we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the eventual NBA champion Atlanta Hawks. We gave them a bit of a run there. We had the series tied at 2 through 4 games, but a couple of losses down the stretch, and we fall in the Eastern Conference Finals 1 year after making the finals. Our owner wanted us to make the playoffs and keep Zach LaVine, both of which we've done. We went over the player budget, so he's not going to be thrilled there, but our job security is still 100%, so I don't think he's going to be that upset with us. I don't believe we have, we think we have our draft pick and that's it. So if we go to Orlando, no, we have Detroit's. Ooh, we have Detroit's. Where did Detroit end up in the standings? Ooh, 34-48. Okay, so the Pistons are going to be in the lottery, I think. Yeah, they are. Finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 7th worst record in the NBA. All right, so let's do this. I guess actually quickly, let's just take a really quick look at the team stats from last year. So Zach LaVine, just a fantastic second season for us. He's been a great pickup, 25 points a game, over 6 rebounds, over 5 assists. Jalen Suggs hates me for some reason, but is running the point, and as long as he keeps running the point, I'm not going to complain. We picked up Richaun Holmes at the trade deadline. He and DeAndre Ayton were just fantastic. Holmes came off the bench and averaged 16 points and 7 rebounds. He was phenomenal. He signed through next year at a reasonable contract as well. Ayton, our big free agent signing this past season, was terrific. 16 points, almost 12 rebounds, 2.5 assists. He was great. Jonathan Isaac doing Jonathan Isaac things, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals a game. And then Giannini and Davis, our 2 youngsters off the bench, averaged about 15 points combined there. And then from there, we basically just filled in the bench with veterans and players who could contribute. Brook Lopez did a nice job. Willie Cauley-Stein did a nice job. Matthias Thybulle I'd like to bring back, but he hates everybody on the team, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll see. Mac Tully was our first-round pick. He didn't really play all that much or all that well, so we might have to run a similar strategy this year once we get past LaVine, Suggs, Holmes, Ayton, Isaac, Giannini, and Davis. So our top 7 are set. It's really just filling out that bench with veterans on mid-level exceptions and that sort of thing. So let's get to the lottery. Ooh, that was loud. You guys probably couldn't hear it, but that was loud. All right, so right there's the Pistons. We have a 7.5% chance to get the top pick, so let's get through this. So the Nuggets, Heat, Warriors, Thunder, Hornets, Cavs, Timberwolves. Okay, so we do get the 7th pick in the draft. That is fine. The Bucks, the Rockets, the Wizards are going to end up with one of the top couple of picks. Trailblazers, Raptors, Wizards, and Clippers. All right, so we finished with the 6th overall pick. And I'm certainly not going to complain about that. 6th overall pick coming off of a 55-win season. I will take it. NBA lottery. It's time for the awards. Antetokounmpo wins the MVP. Miles Turner, Defensive Player of the Year. Halliburton, 6th man. Donald Corsi, the Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, Most Valuable Player in the playoffs. All-NBA First Team John Morant with the Grizzlies. There's Zach LaVine, First Team All-NBA to go along with Tatum, Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic. All-Second Team Irving, Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Julius Randle, Joel Embiid. And the All-Third Team, Trae Young, SGA, Mikal Bridges, Zion Williamson, Rudy Gobert. All-Defensive First Team, Ben Simmons, Van Vliet, Jonathan Isaac, Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner. Your second team, LaMelo Ball, RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter, Anthony Davis, and Rudy Gobert. Your all-rookie first team, Corsi, Brandon Green. There's Adam Davis, 7 points, 7 rebounds a game, Mick Bailey, and Chris Bryant. And your second team, Kwadwo Gregory, Sean Duvall, Victor Cook, John Elliott, and Kellen Edwards. Cool. All right. So we got some award winners: NBA All First Team, NBA All Defensive First Team, NBA NBA All Rookie First Team. So got some awards there. I am recording, yes. I had that one video where I wasn't recording, and I for my Buffalo Sabres playthrough, and I missed the postseason and missed my championship, and so I'm really super like anxious about it now. All right, so we got a meeting. I think I did an excellent job. I would like to come back for another season. Yes. Let's make sure our job security is still at 100. We got a message. What was that message? Oh, a new owner. We have a new owner. Oh, and they added a new feature, a player comparison, which is pretty cool. I haven't messed around with it all that much, but we go to Orlando Magic and we choose, I don't know, Vivaldo Giannini. And then let's just choose Portland Trailblazers and Aaron Gordon. Oh, and I like the way it highlights. That's really cool. So you can see right off the bat who's got higher stats. That's pretty neat. Well done, Wolverine. Well done. I dig that. Now, if you guys, again, I don't know if you guys are watching this, but I would love to be able to, from this screen right here, be able to click on the player. Be able to pull up the player's card from this screen right here. That would be phenomenal. You guys can make that happen. You make me a very happy camper. Anyway, let's advance. Time for our phone call with our owner, Will Craig. We'll make a good playoff run. You won't have to pay the luxury tax. Better be under the cap or have one heck of a season. Okay. Let's make sure, again, that our job security is still at 100. It is. So he wants us to make a deep playoff run. I mean, we'll do our best. Coach hire. Do we need to hire any coaches? Mosley has 1 year left. I think I'm going to let both of these guys walk after next season. Yeah. I'm going to let both of these guys walk after next season. So we're not going to do anything right now. See if we can find better coaches for our team next year. I like to find one coach that's really good at potential and development. I find one coach who's really good at offensive evaluation, one coach who's really good at defensive evaluation, and then one coach who's really good at the strategic side of it. So as long as my three coaches can do all of that, I'm fine. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's a solid 8 to start your team with. And we're going to have 2 more draft picks here in this draft to add to that. So 2 more young players to add to the puzzle here. Rookie combine. Let's go to the workouts. So they think we are going to take Eddie Ryan. Let's go to scout ratings. Who is Eddie Ryan? Even on here? Where is he? Is he power forward? Where is he? Right there. 2-star out of... No, I'm not taking him. I'm not taking him. All right, so what do we need? I guess let's look at our roster real quick. So I think we're okay in the backcourt. And power forward. I think power forward's the way to go, right? I mean, Isaac, we started Isaac at power forward all last season. But I think that's probably what if there is a power forward at the number 6 or number 7 spot that's worth it, I think that's where we go. Maybe Leonard Onstad. Could use a point guard. Darren Wallace might be there with the 2nd pick. Yeah, Mario Collier. Yeah, they think Onstad's going to go 5th. I mean, can one of these guys... one of these guys can play power forward, I assume. So we'll scout them all. We don't really need to scout Collier. I mean, he's not going to be there. Jamal Johnson. I mean, we'll scout him. I don't think we're going to take another shooting guard, but we'll scout him. Roy Thomas, B scoring, B rebounding, B steal. Yeah, I mean, he's not bad. I mean, this would be the guy I mean, really, I don't know if Onstead really is the pick. He's an A scorer, but does everything else below average. I don't need a ton of scoring. I need somebody who can play solid defense and someone who can get the occasional bucket. Wahab Floyd. Desmond Hammond at Indiana. Josh Robertson is a 4-star according to our scouts. Let's go here. All right. Jerry Curley, 4-star. 19-year-old Jared Dang. He's only 19, so he's got a ways to go. But Eddie Millsap, we have him as a 4-star. They have him as a 2-star. I mean, if Collier's there, we're going to take him. So there's not even a reason to scout him. Colder. I would like to get... Yeah, see, they have Wallace going 8th. I was going to say, if he falls to me at whatever my second pick is, 26 or 27, 28. So they have us going with Dang with that 20th. And that might be a thing. I mean, you know, if there's a 4-star potential power forward at number 28, we'd be crazy not to take him. That being said, we may trade up. But would we? I mean, would we really trade up? They have Desmond Hammond going 3rd. Would we really trade up? I mean, there's not really much to trade up to there. Pete McTire, meh. I mean, we'll invite him. Horsley Woods, again, I don't really need the shooting guard. David Gordon will add. Kenny Brown will add. Andre Calder will add. And then these two guys, Keith Berlin. And I think Quinn Williams got that A defense. All right, let's run the workouts. And it is almost draft time. I'm excited. I like the fact that we have a high pick. I think that's just telling me we have a draft. Free agency evaluation. LaMelo Ball, Towns, Sabonis, Mobley. We're not going to be able to sign any of the Devin Booker. We're not going to be able to sign any of those players. But, I mean, I would love to bring in DeAndre Hunter. He's so good defensively. I mean, he's probably going to be looking for $20 million. But I mean, that's the perfect player to come off the bench. But we'll see. All right, let's advance to the draft. And let's see how it goes. So let's look at the war room real quick, and that'll give us up to date. Okay. So Kenny Brown is a 19-year-old center. And he's obviously there's a lot of development needed there, but great rebounder, good shot blocker, scoring average. So they think Onstad now is going to go first. A scoring, B rebounder, C everything else. I mean, do we try to get through that first pick and see? I mean, there's a lot of talent here. Desmond Hammond. A defense, B scoring, B rebounder. Wow. Decent touch, excellent touch within 12 feet of the basket. Decent shot blocker, very good defensively. Yeah, our scout loves Mario Collier. So I think we're going to go big with our first pick. Or our staff thinks he's okay. They love him. So I think we're going to try to go big with our first pick. And then, I don't know with the second pick. I mean, Onstead would be awesome. Is he that much better than everybody else, though? So Hargrove, A scoring, C across the board. Roy Thomas, A scoring, A scoring, A rebounding, B stealing, B defense. Arguably the best dunker in the nation. Center with great size and strength. Good shooter, but never a great shooter. I don't think we're going to trade up. I think we're going to stay with our pick. So let's see. First pick is Mario Collier. Okay, so that's not a surprise. The game scouting engine loved him. So Cade Cunningham, no, just no. Cade Cunningham and Pritchard for Ayton, a first and a second. Just no. Aaron Scott for Mac Tully, no. All right, next pick. Josh Robertson. Okay, so this is going okay so far. Wow, a lot of trade offers. Everybody wants Mac Tully. I don't want any. I don't know if I want any of these players because I don't know who any of them are. But they'll be there because they're all second round picks. All right, so the third pick of the draft is Desmond Hammond. Okay, so he was the one. I want to see. He went to Toronto. Yeah, he's only 2-star, 2.5-star. Okay, so that's not the end of the world. So I'm glad we didn't move up. Jerry Curley. So where are we now? Kenny Brown. Onstad's still there. Onstad is still there. I love this. So if one of them goes, maybe we try to trade up for the other. I feel like Onstad is the right pick. 20... Yeah, I mean, Thomas isn't as good across the board. He's not a very good passer, not a very good ball handler, but does everything else as good, if not better, than Onstad. All right, let's see what happens. Fifth pick is Onstad. Okay. So let's look now. It was Houston, I think. Yeah, the Rockets. All right. Just curious. 3-star, 3.5-star. Okay. So he's pretty damn good. All right, so the moment of truth here. Do we hope that the Bucks don't take him? I think we do. Because if they take... I don't think they're going to take him. Man, I would love it if Wallace was there. We might try to trade up for him. And I just found out the Chiefs lost. Yes, I'm not watching football. So good for the Bengals. I think we're going to hope that Roy Thomas is there with the next pick. Okay, so they took Hargrove. All right, so it's time to go into the war room. And I think it is time to take the 23-year-old out of California, Roy Thomas. He'll be a power forward. He's listed as a center, but he'll play power forward for us. Kenny Brown? Yeah, he's not nearly as good. Darren. Well, he's only not as good because he's only 19. Yeah, I can't. I got to go with Roy Thomas. Got to go, I mean, A scoring, A rebounding, B stealing, B defense. Let's make the pick. And now let's pause and let's see if we are disappointed by this. 2.5-star, 3-star. It's not great. Not great. That's a little disappointing, but let's look at his ratings. 97 inside, 57 jump shot. He's a very good rebounder. Okay, that's fine. It's like Ayton off the board, him off the board, him off the trade block, all these guys off the trade block. And what do they say? Okay, so they like it. All right. Randall for Levine in a second. Okay, so the other guy doesn't like it. All right, let's go a couple of picks. Darren. Okay, so there goes Darren Wallace. That was the other one I was waiting on. Still a lot of talented players here. Rod Barrett. A lot of talented players left in the draft. Kelly Green. I could use a point guard. But there really aren't any point guards left. So let's go a few more picks. Kelly Green, Michael Petty, 6'11 center, trade offers. Everybody wants... All right, let's just take a look at Didi Loiza. 2-star. No, I'm not interested in that. Now, if somebody offered me a point guard, maybe, because Tully is buried behind a couple players. Rod Barrett, a guard. Yeah, they're all offering me centers and power forwards, and I'm not interested in that. Jeff Lazowski. Tom Wall. 1.5 star, 1.5 star. Meh. And the other one was Alfred Payton with his crazy hair. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We may just try it. We may just find a point guard on using the mid-level exception. So let's just get to our next pick. All right. Hopefully there's still a player around. Oh, okay. B scoring, C handling and rebounding, C blocking, B defense. He's 22 years old. Excellent touch within 12 feet. Lane Clogger at 6'9", 251. Gets into foul trouble. I mean, that's, to me, seems like the obvious pick, but let's look at Jamal Johnson. Has a perfect shot shooting from the three-point line. Good free throw shooter. Good job of passing. Excellent one-on-one player with great ball handling ability. Tremendous explosiveness and strength. So those are the two highest rated players remaining. I think, because if we look at our team now, we've got Isaac Davis as our small forwards, Levine, Giannini, and Suggs. I think we're going to take the guard with Ayton, Holmes, and Thomas in the front court. I think we're going to take the guard. Seems counterintuitive, given that Floyd is potential 5 stars by our staff. But Johnson, I think, fits us better, and he's 2 years younger. So we're going to take Jamal Johnson. And let's see how bad that was. My guess is he's 2.5 star. Yep, 2 star, 2.5 star. That's fine. That is fine. I'm okay with that. Because it said he was a good ball handler, so maybe he can be that backup point guard. It's a 63 handle. It's not great. But 75 on the jumper. 54 defense. He's only 20, so I'm fine with it. So we're going to go until the Sixers are picking. Is there any way we can get back in and take him? Let's see. Philadelphia. Give me your first round pick for Tully. Also, I have 2 second-round picks. I'm not kidding. It's tap legal. So what if I did this? What if I take the 58th pick off and I put the 32 pick on? I don't really need Mac Johnson, though. I'd rather have Bradzekas just from a... We're very far apart on a deal here. All right, let's see if they take him. They didn't. Okay, so we are at... Where are we at now? We're at the 30th pick. So that's going to be the Hawks. So let's go to trade. Let's go to Atlanta. We want your first round pick. We only want to move up 2 spots. Give me Lazowski. I'll give you Tully since everybody wants him. All right. So we're going to get him. We're going to get both players. So that's perfect. Open war room. And even if he's not particularly good, I mean, he's a potential 3-star, 5-star according to our scouts. So we're going to take Wahab Floyd there. Let's take a look now at the trade. 2-star, 2.5-star. All right, so we pick up Thomas, Floyd, and Johnson in the first round. So a 3-star and 2 2.5-star players. And we still have another pick. We still have another pick. So let's go ahead and sim up to our next pick. And let's see what's available. Lamont Clay. Yeah, good ball handler, good stealing, good blocking, good defense. Sure, Lamont Clay. Let's just take a look there. He's probably 2 stars. Probably 1.5-star, 2 stars. 1.5-star, 1.5-star. Okay. But that's enough to be on the bench. That is enough to be on the bench. So we really aren't going to have to do a ton in free agency here. Let's end the draft. All right, so contracts. So I do want to... So Tony Davis. All right, so Thibault will renounce the rights. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of money. Collie Stein will renounce the rights. Begarin, we will renounce the rights. And Davis. So we're going to be right around where we were... last year from a salary perspective. Let's sign Clay. 2 years. I'll sign him to a 3-year, 2-way contract. That way we can send him down to the G League. All right. So we're $18 million over the cap. Suggs plans on waiting for free agency. Isaac wants 21 a year, and Holmes wants 21 a year. Those are reasonable deals. What does the owner want us to do? Keep Levine. Okay, that's fine. All right. He's not going anywhere, so that should be fine. So as long as we make a good run here in the postseason, you should be pretty happy with how things are going this year. It's time for the G League or the Summer League prep. So we got to go to our roster and invite all the rookies. Giannini's going to get another year there because he just hasn't proven it yet. Adam Davis will get a year there. Lamont Clay will get a year. I don't know who DJ Caspers is. Roy Thomas. Wahab Floyd. Cool. All right. And we'll see how they do. It's half our roster going to be on the Summer League. All right, so we've got shooting guards. We need a point guard. We need a point guard for our Summer League team. Jordan Bone works with that 89 handle. And he's got the best passing. Lou Waterman, come on down, man. Defensively, we need a big man. We have a power forward and 2 centers. So Jerome Barnes with his 91 defense. And then we'll find somebody with a decent jumper. Rokas Jokubaitis works for me. And who is the youngest player out here? Jason Johnson. We're going to go Richard McMillan because all of his shooting ratings are in the 60s. All right, so there is our 12-man Summer League roster. Let's advance. Let's play the Summer League. Then we do free agency, and then that'll be that. And we'll set the roster and stuff. But so a 31-point win in our first Summer League game. Thomas with 17 and 12, Johnson 11, Giannini 13, Floyd had 18 and 11. Good first game there by Thomas. We're going to have a really solid bench next year. Really, really solid bench with some young players. That's the best part. Players who aren't going to cost us a lot of money. Another 30-point win. Summer League Dynasty here, the Orlando Magic. 25 points for Floyd off the bench. There you go, Wahab. He's probably not going to play a lot this year, but it's nice to have him there. Have that depth for a change. Three against the Bulls. Oh, we only win by 22 this time. We only go up 66 points. Floyd off the bench, 17 and 10. Davis just does not score much. Does not score much. But we don't really need him to, I guess. Just play defense and rebound with what we have. Taking on the Cavs. 103-101. We are 4-0. Thomas with 14. Giannini with 18. Floyd just having a crazy good summer league. 25 points in 18 minutes. Another win, 5-0. 101-90. 5 players in double figures, once again led by Wahab Floyd. So we go to the Summer League playoffs, I guess is what they would be called. And we take on the Rockets. And we win by 17, 114-97. I wonder if there's any sort of, like, player bump if you win the Summer League. Like, do they get some sort of, like, confidence bump or something like that? Another win. And we've had one close game, and we've basically trucked everyone else. Floyd has been crazy good in the Summer League. Is there a way to look at Summer League stats? No, there's not. I think you can look at the league leaders when it's over, but... Oh, we lose in the championship game. Oh, to the Miami Heat. That's a bummer. All right, so we're into free agency now. I think that's what the message was. Summer League recap. Wahab Floyd finishes 7th in the league in scoring. What's that? 8th in rebounds. That'll work. That'll work. All right, let's delete all these messages. And let's go to free agency, shall we? All right, so we have 18. I got to get rid of this guy. I got to get rid of Caspers. I don't want him on my team. I don't want his contract. I don't want that. So does anybody with cap space want to give me a second-round pick for him? That would be wonderful. Here, you do that. Give me a second-round pick. How about I give you a second-round pick and you give me a second-round pick? Ugh. I don't want that contract. It's $3 million I have no need for. The Bulls. You want to give me a second-round pick for him, don't you? Yeah, he's so bad that I'm just going to have to cut him, and that serves me no point because I'll have to pay him. But either way, I guess we can just go in and do this. Where is he? Yeah, I'm not exercising the option. That's not what I wanted to do. Where are you? Right there. Release. Yes, I know. Just gets him off the team. All right, so we're $18 million under the cap, over the cap. We have 3, 6, we have 10 players here. So mid-level exception and low-level exception. And I think point guard is going to be our target for the mid-level exception. And that may be all we do is the mid-level and then just wait until free agency's over. It's got to be somebody kind of in this range, I think. Justin Wright Foreman, 2.5 star, good ball handler. His passing's not very good. We could always just bring Bagarin back. We can go after Kemba again. Shamori Pons. $80. Tyus Jones, Jordan McLaughlin. Who's the best passer? Ball, Garland, Halliburton, Ricky Rubio. I mean, I bet we could sign him to a minimum contract. Let's see. You're good friends with Adam Davis, are you now? All right, let's do that. Now let's offer him a contract. Let's just offer him the minimum and see if he takes it. What would the maximum be? 2.6. The mid-level's 5.8. I don't want to offer him 2 years, though. Let's just offer him 1 year. Let's offer him 1 year. And let's see if there's a power forward that we can offer the mid-level to. Cam Johnson. He wants $13 million. Yeah, it's not going to work. Tobias Harris, no. Patrick Williams would be a good option, but he's an RFA. Tillman, he's going to want a lot. Yep. Tobias Harris wants $30 million. What are you, high? We could go after Grant Williams. Covington, no, he's bad defensively. If I'm bringing somebody in, he's got to be good defensively. He just has to be. $19 million for Hachimura. Spellman's okay defensively. I think I kind of like Grant Williams. Decent shooter. His rebounding is meh. Good defense, good court IQ, good endurance. All right, let's just see if we get Rubio, and then we'll go from there. All right, finally. That was about 5 minutes of me sitting here and waiting. So we signed Ricky Rubio. Looks like a lot of contracts were signed. Anything of note? Resign, 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 resign. Looking for something that isn't a resign. Offer sheet for Halliburton to the Warriors. Resign, King sign Westbrook. Resign, 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 resign. 3-year contract worth $15 million for Enes Freedom. Good for him. Kings matched the re-sign to Halliburton. Okay, so no big names switch teams so far. And we still have our mid-level. Man, there are a lot. What is this? Oh, Richaun Holmes, are you kidding? Yeah. We got to bring Holmes back. He opted out of his contract. Crap. Okay. I want to see something. Yeah, we need him. Or, oh, we can't. We can't sign anybody else. We can sign him because of the, yeah, and we can sign him to a redonkulous contract because he was on our, let's clear that, because he was on our, team. But he's 31, man. Man, he didn't pick up the option. That sucks. I can't give a 31-year-old Holmes $25 million for 3 years. Maybe. Can do a little sign and trade action, though. See if we can find that power forward we were looking for. See if there's a team that's under budget or maybe not as good, and we can trade for somebody who might not be quite as good and pick up a draft pick. Let's look. It's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. We're going to go team by team here. Why is Levine showing up here for the Bulls? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, Patrick Williams? Meh. I mean, it's not terrible, but... Mobley... All right, we'll make it work because I don't want to let him walk for nothing. So I'm willing to take back a piece that isn't quite as good if I can also get a draft pick in return. So I want to find a team that's either near the cap or still under the cap. That's the ideal situation here. Isaiah Stewart might not be a bad option. Wiseman, Wiggins, no, $18 million for Amp. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Team that's under the cap. Wow, they don't even think he's worth a first-round pick. Really? Okay. All right. Rockets, Pacers. Yeah, Darren Wallace looks good. He looks good. Clippers are under the cap. Yeah, it's not going to work. That's not going to work. All right, that's fine. Davis, Kyrie, Kendrick Nunn, no. Memphis has got some money. Memphis has some money. Do you have any players? John Elliott? Really? Very far apart on a deal here. Are we really? John Elliott, 12 points, 5 rebounds. He's a really good shooter, at least based on his stats. Good jump shooter. Meh. He's okay. I'd rather not let him go for nothing. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. If I have to, I will. I'm not paying him $20 whatever it was million, $25 million a year. So I'm going to find someone who's on a one-year deal or a multi-year deal who isn't quite as good. Anthony Towns. Yeah, Towns doesn't want much more than Holmes. Huh. Okay. Pelicans. Valanciunas. It's not cap legal. Yeah. It's not cap legal. This is harder than I thought, guys. PJ Washington. Wow, game does not value Holmes at all. Okay. All right, we'll make it work. We will make it work, though. Oh, that's me. Sixers. Nerlens Noel. Mikal Bridges. No. Trailblazers. Vujacic. That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one, I think. We pick up Vujacic for 1 year to back up Ayton. Can we get anything else out of this? Vujacic averaged 15 and 8 last year. I almost would be okay with this. I mean, Holmes is much better defensively. 82 defense versus a 38 defense. Rebounding and offense goes to Vujacic. I mean, he'd be coming off the bench. And he'd be coming off the bench with Giannini, Davis. I mean, maybe it's small forward that we need to be looking at. Maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe it's the small forward position. I hope you guys don't mind kind of going through this thought process with me here. I didn't really think about whether or not you guys would enjoy going through this process with me, but as it stands now, you're going through this process with me. So... the Spurs. Like, that's a deal I might have done straight up. But it looks like the advantage goes to us, which means they won't take it. The Raptors. Scotty Barnes would have been a good pickup. Siakam makes too much money. The Jazz. And Eddie Millsap. They have the advantage. Do you have a bad contract you want to give me? No, they really don't. Salaries are not in accordance with the league rules. No, I mean, I wasn't really kidding, per se. But I was interested if you were interested. Guess we're going to go back through here. So I'm going to do this offline real quick. I'm going to see if I can find a small forward or something that makes this work. Because I'd rather not give up Holmes for nothing. So I'm going to see if I can find somebody who's either on a one-year deal and get a draft pick or just get draft picks. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. And I made the best deal I could. I'm not sure I'm thrilled with it, but I think it's going to help us. So we did trade for Nikola Vujacic, 34-year-old, averaged 15.2, 8.7 last season for Portland. We picked him up along with 3 second-round picks in a sign-and-trade for Richaun Holmes. So Holmes goes to the Trailblazers. So we're going to be well over this cap this year, $34 million, but Vujacic will back up Ayton at the 4. Thomas and Floyd will back up at the 5 rather, and then Floyd and Thomas will back up Isaac at the 4. So we're going to take a look at free agency. We may as well use the mid-level. I mean, we're at $34 million over the cap. What's another 6? Oops. So we signed Rubio to be our backup. So let's just go to power forwards. Let's find someone who can shoot. I'd like to find a stretch 4. Yeah, I mean, any of these guys will work. Maxi Kleiber. Let's have a meeting with him. Yeah, he only wants 3.7. All right, well, that's easy enough. So let's... Good defense. Yeah, that's perfect. Good defense, good outside shooting ability. That's exactly what I want. So we'll offer him... We'll actually just offer him the minimum, because my guess is he'll probably take it. So let's advance the bid decision, and then we will call that an offseason. Looks like the 49ers picked off the Rams. Could we be looking at a repeat of 1988, the Rams and the 49ers? I hope so. I hope so, man. All right. Did we get him? Yep, we did. Okay. So we are good now. That is our roster. We will advance. We'll get to the end of free agency. And that's going to do it. We'll set our rosters and stuff next time. But, yeah, a pretty good offseason, I think. We pick up 2 young players in the draft. We picked up 4 players in the draft. I take that back. We picked up 2 big men and a backup shooting guard. We picked up Nikola Vujacic to back up DeAndre Ayton in the middle. And we still have Ayton and Suggs and Levine. I think we have a pretty good... I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough, though. I mean, the Hawks are just stacked in this world, so I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Let's get to the end of this. We're finally there. Anthony Edwards re-signs with the Timberwolves. Tobias Harris to the Wizards. CJ McCollum to the Bucks. Bible signs with the Pistons. We could have brought him back for that, but it's fine. Brandon Clark signs a pretty big contract. Wow, a lot of signings. All right. So we are set. We'll scout the draft and stuff next time. Yeah, so here is our roster going into the 2024-2025 season. Suggs will start at the point with Rubio backing him up. We got Levine as our starting 2 guard. Giannini will back him up. Johnson will be that 5th guard in the rotation. Our starting forwards will be Adam Davis, Jonathan Isaac, DeAndre Ayton. Vujacic will back up Ayton at the 5. And then Thomas and Floyd will back up Isaac at the 4. We've got Lamont Clay, who was a draftee. He'll be on a 2-way contract. Kleiber will be that 12th man on the bench. So that is our team. That is our roster. Let's see if we can do better than 55 wins next season. Let me know your thoughts in the chat box. How many wins? How many wins do you think we're going to end up with this year? I think it's going to be another positive year for us. I think we're going to increase to 57. We're going to go 57-25 on the year. Let me know what you think, guys. I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Bye-bye.